Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. These flagellants seem to be letting off a lot of steam right now, you know, as they're wont to do. So, yeah, this is quite a fun sort of Crusader army. I'm using against the Tomb Kings, which I really enjoy. So here you can see I've got flagellants in the front line. I have Volkmar the Grim, Grand Theogenist, and I've got a load of spearmen, just to bog stuff down. I've got some handgunners, only 2 units in this build. I have a great cannon for helping snipe things out, and also I have a Luminarch of Hysh. Against Tomb Kings, the Luminarch, if it's uncontested, it will just kill every single lord and hero and big monster. It is an absolute, well, it's terrifying is what it is. I mean, it's a friggin' laser gun. It's great. So, very scary indeed. But it can be contested quite easily, and you'll see how. So, Bright Wizard as well. I think having Burning Head is great just to kill whole swathes of sort of cheap skeleton infantry. It's really useful having a Bright Wizard in this matchup, as well as the fact that you can imbue fire damage to anything that's fighting Lords and Heroes, which are all weak to fire, you know, in the Tomb King's roster. So he can be a really big help. So I really like the Bright Wizard in this matchup. Volkmar, I think, is fantastic, because unless they've got a load of really good sort of AP missiles focusing him down, he can actually charge in, force stuff to blob up, and basically be a nuisance. He's really good. You know, just standard arrow fire barely scratches him, and he just regenerates through it. So I really like Volkmar, just to basically kamikaze in against the Tomb Kings, because he tends to, you know, people tend to go, oh my god, a free lord, quick, get him, and yeah, they basically fall for the trap. It's pretty funny. So I like Volkmar. I've used him to great success in previous matches, so he's a lot of fun. Also, I have 2 Knights of the Blazing Sun. Again, with the fire damage, it's really nice. Also, they are super quick. They're the quickest of the sort of heavy cavalry that the Empire have. Also, you know, really good armor. Nice charge bonus of 78, so they can get a lot of damage in, you know, on the charge. So they're really good for cycle charging. And that fire damage means they can actually get a lot of damage into very expensive things, such as the Lords and Heroes. So, very nice. So, I've got Lords and Heroes down with all the fire damage. It's everything else that could be a problem. So, my opponent here. So you see he's gone right up in the corner. So he has Cetra the Imperishable, and he has a Tomb Prince. Both of these guys are on horses, so nice and mobile. He's also got a Tomb Scorpion. These guys are really nice for just running through the front line. They just burrow underground, hop up everywhere. It's very difficult to pin them in place, to be honest. So he's got some Tomb Guard with halberds in the back. He's got some Tomb Guard in the front. Skeleton Spearmen, a Skeleton Spearman, more Skeleton Spearmen, more Skeleton Spearmen. He's got a lot of Skeleton Spearmen. Anyway, but this is scary. So basically, the Empire, I find they will absolutely wipe the floor with Tomb Kings unless they bring Ushabti with Greatbows. Ushabti with Greatbows just shut down everything that can deal major damage to the Tomb King roster. So these guys, very vital. It's great he went all in with these guys because they get a lot of work done. So 2 Ushabti with Greatbow and the Chosen of the Gods. So very, very scary. So, gonna have to move up. So I'm getting my Luminarch of Hysh, actually to focus on one of the Greatbows first. I think they have slightly higher range. Slightly higher. Let's see, range 300, range 255. So can outrange them a bit, but obviously they move quickly, so they can quickly get on top of the Luminarch and start firing back. So here, lovely shot, flies in, and I'm pretty sure it does actually kill a model. Yeah, it's supposed to have 9, right? Yeah, so killed a model straight away. So that's nice. But, you know, I don't have a lot of ammo with this thing. Let's see. Yeah, I only have 11 shots, so I might be able to take out a unit of Ushabti, which isn't worth the cost of a Luminarch. And you can see they're firing at him now, and it is chewing him up. This is really bad. This is not good at all. So anyway, getting some shots into Cetra. Nothing major. Nothing major. But here, I'm going to use my delaying strategy of sending Volkmar in to be an absolute nuisance. And hope that I can pull the Luminarch back enough and my Great Cannon get some more work into these Ushabti. So hopefully that's the case. I mean, the cannon, a lot more range. Yeah, 450, so they can really outrange things like Ushabti. So Ushabti will take some damage from Great Cannons as they're moving up, but once they're in range, they should be able to wipe out a cannon crew very quickly. So that's scary. So Volkmar's charging in, like a, you know, complete maniac. Here, I'm trying to have to bob and weave the Knights of the Blazing Sun, but this isn't good. They're all focusing on him. This is not good for the Knights. But I'm getting the other unit round the back, and hopefully I can get on top of these guys. So here, Volkmar is, well, these Skeleton Spearmen are getting devastated. So here, Tomb Guard, they're not braced, so I'm going to charge in quickly, and I think I do leave these guys in a little bit too long, because I think he does charge in, he's still shooting at me. But these Ushabti, they're getting charged by the Knights of the Blazing Sun, and they're not going to do great, you know, they're going to lose a lot of health very quickly. So here, got a massive shot on Cetra there with the Luminarch. I was actually able to keep shooting at him, thank God. So now he's trying to slow him down with actually a very expensive spell if you can use it for the slowing effect, because it won't do much damage. But here, he's got the Tomb Scorpion chasing. So I need to get the handgun and start firing at him, and ideally I need something else fighting him here. I mean, the Flagellants are trying to get some work done, but it's not going to be much. So Cetra still shooting at him, actually. Voltmar, he didn't take much damage, but he kept a lot of units busy. But as you can see, yeah, Knights of the Blazing Sun, I left him in far too long. Over here, though, it looks like I'm dealing with Uzashabti with these other Knights. Spearmen are coming to try and back him up, so that's a bit iffy, but it'll have to do. So here, Luminarch still getting chased. Still getting chased. It's not looking good. So he's cascading Fire Cloak to put up his melee defense. So hopefully, that'll deflect maybe the odd hit from the Tomb Scorpion. But I need him alive. Also here, I've got Voltmar trying to chase these Skeleton Spearmen, because I can't have the Skeleton Spearmen getting on top of the handgunners. And now they're on top of the cannon. This is also terrible. I need the cannon. So it's not looking great. And unfortunately here, yeah, with the help of Cetra, who's actually very damaged, he's managed to chase off these Knights of the Blazing Sun. So that's a real pity. My other Knights are actually the ones that got really injured in the, like, initial engagement. I did not use my Knights well here, but the battle's all over the place, and I'm having to micro a lot, because my stuff is fragile, and he can just issue an order and ignore it, you know? That's the nature of units like the Skeleton Spearmen here. You can just be, yeah, charge him, it's all good. And, okay, I just said, yeah, my phone just thought I said Siri. Shush! Anyway, so, still chasing these guys. Flagellants now can charge in, because the Tomb Scorpion did get dealt with. So that's really good news. So, unfortunately, I had my Bright Wizard trying to delay things. It's all a bit iffy in here. He's still got a load of Ushabti, but I can get on top of them with some fairly cheap units, so that's nice. Over here, you know, these Tomb Guard are almost dead, actually. I think I hit them with a banishment at one point. But now there's the summoned Ushabti. So my great cannons are going to get butchered. That's always a problem with Ushabti. If you get rid of a load of the random chaff really early in the battle, then they're going to summon their Ushabti and they're just going to wipe out a unit of artillery, which is very valuable in this matchup. You really want the artillery. So here, try to get the Knights of Blazing Sun on the Tomb Prince, partly to delay him, because I want Voltmar to get on top of him. Here, though, Tomb Guard with Halberd, they're actually a pretty good target for me, because, as you can see, oh no, they actually have silver shields. I'm an idiot. Anyway, I'm trying to shoot into these guys. I want them dealt with. And here, the Luminarch came back. And, yeah, that's soon to be a dead Tomb Prince. So, that's lovely. Yeah, crumble, boy, crumble. So, anyway. So, with these guys distracted, I should be able to shoot to the sides of them, and that should help. But there are Ushabti coming in, so I need to get the Knights here, use Cascading Fire Cloak to up their melee defense, because their melee defense isn't great, actually. You know, it's 51 now, but it's only like, yeah, like 20-something normally. So here, oh, Grand Soulfire there, nice. But yeah, it'll keep them a bit more alive, and I can pin these Ushabti for longer, and it allows me to get more shots in. They still have 9 models, which is very irritating, but they have very little health, so they're going to start dropping like flies now. Because they do basically start crumbling, because they're summoned. So here, get a lovely hit into those Ushabti with Greatbows. I'm getting a load of handgun fire to help whittle them down. And they've still got like half their health. So being able to get this much damage into them is pretty great. So my Bright Wizard, yeah, he's just fighting Tomb Guard. Probably not what he should be fighting. Anyway, more stuff happening over here. I've got all my cheap stuff in here. So there's the Spearmen are fighting Spearmen. Flagellants, they're going to stay here for a long time fighting these fighting Cetra. I will bring the Knights of the Blazing Sun back soon. That'll be useful. And here, tried to drop another banishment on the Tomb Guard, but he was paying attention, so that's irritating. So still trying to chase him with the Bright Wizard, and I need to pull my handgunners away. These Flagellants are going to try and block these Tomb Guard, and these handgunners can keep shooting to the sides of these other Tomb Guard with halberds. So hopefully, you know, one unit of handgunners can save the other. So Voltmar, he's just yo-yoing from unit to unit, trying to basically just get this stuff crumbling. Because I've got a lot of infantry left, and frankly, you know, even with his Greatbows and things, he can only shoot one unit at a time. So if I've got a load of different units, even if they're all very injured, some of them will be able to get up there. So that's good news. So here, Knights of Blazing Sun are coming back in. And I'm actually going to go around the Ushabti. They're almost out of ammunition, so I'm going to hope he doesn't actually notice when he runs out of ammunition. So I'm going to run it around and get on top of Cetra, because these guys with the fire damage, they can do a lot of damage to Cetra, and that'll be nice. So, pretty cool. So yeah, it's not worth throwing the Knights of Blazing Sun away, just to stop them shooting those last 2 shots. It's not worth it. So here, I'm actually meant to chase these guys around with Spearmen, but it looks like he's trying to cut me off here, so I'm actually going to try. I think I actually get the handgunners to stop and just start shooting at these Ushabti. because they're too valuable, you know, these Shout. I need to get rid of them. They're going to be an absolute nuisance otherwise. So all this stuff is basically wrapped up. So, yeah, one more pass with Voltmar here. And here I try and time a piercing bolt. And come on, land! Hurry up and land! Yeah, that takes so long to cast. It's alright though, they were crumbling. But still, that's a pity. I was hoping to land that. Slightly mistimed. Casting time, it's a lot. And at that point, everything's crumbled. I think the Knights did actually get Cetra there. So yeah, that was a tense battle. I was having to run all over the place. He was really forcing me to micro heavily, just by sending cheap units after very expensive fragile things, which is, you know, it's what you want to do. But man, it was scary. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of hard work indeed. Luminarch got 2 chevrons, lovely. A load of damage on Lords and Heroes, and it's just so good at that. It was really pressured, but I was really lucky that it actually came back towards the end of the battle, and I was able to get some more shots off. So that was really cool. Love the Luminarch in this matchup. It is so good. But, you know, it can be really punished very quickly. I had to dedicate a lot of resources to trying to bail it out of that situation. So that was rough. Definitely tough work. You know, the cannon did alright. 12 kills. I think that was all Lushabti, so it's, you know, it's doing alright. I'm quite happy with how the Great Cannon did. It's nice to have just some extra missile pressure. It's always good, because if you do ignore it, it's going to get work done, you know, over the course of a battle. Especially if there's a load of, you know, sort of war sphinxes and things running around. It's going to be very handy. So I like just having one cannon at least. So yeah, this was an interesting one. Knights of the Blazing Sun did not use them to best their ability. I didn't micro them well enough. I didn't pull them out enough, you know, to be able to avoid a lot of incoming fire. I let them get bogged down in melee, and that's the thing, they don't have great melee defense. So you just want to sort of charge them in and out again before they can receive too many hits. So, you know, charge in while their damage is highest, while they still have their charge bonus, and then get them out of there and find another target. You don't want to get bogged down. It's just a bad idea for Knights of the Blazing Sun to do that, and they are quick enough to be able to escape very quickly. So, you know, you need to use that. You need to use that, or else they're going to get punished pretty quickly, as you can see. Kind of happened. Although these guys did earn a chevron, because they were killing all Lushabti, and possibly Cetra at the end, actually, which is kind of cool. So yeah, pretty fun. Pretty fun indeed. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.